Hello all and welcome to the latest Craftmania Sunday showcase. Today I've managed to get you some amazing dies at a brilliant price. They're brand new designs, or most of them are anyway. We've divided them into two collections. This is very similar to what we did a couple of weeks ago for you. And we broke them up into two collections and they sold out within 24 hours. So if you do like the look of these, do get in the comments quite quickly. But I'll tell you a little bit more about them. We have collection A, which consists of your heart die, your small swirl and your ivy corner. We then have collection B, which has got your branch with its leaves. We then have a lovely little border and a big large swirl with flowers. Now collection A and collection B are both recommended retails of about £25 or slightly above per set. Now, like our offer a few weeks ago, you can either buy collection A or collection B at half price, so that's £12.50 a set, or you can go nuts and treat yourself to both of them and we will reward you with an extra little discount so you can have both sets for only £20. If that didn't make sense, have a look in the comments where it's all typed out and hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense than my ramblings. But anyway, let's have a look at your dies and I'll show you a couple of the cards I've made with them and then I'll talk about a little technique that we're going to do too. So this is card number 1. I've gone for an easel again. I confessed a couple of weeks ago that I have a bit of a thing for easel cards. So this is another easel. And around here I've used a large ivy corner, which comes from collection A, on both sides. And for the actual focal part of it, I've used a branch with all of its leaves. Now one of the things worth highlighting with this set is that you do actually get a lovely little snowflake as well. So if you want to make it a more wintry tree, you can, if you're thinking ahead to Christmas again, or of course you could dress the tree up for different seasons or hang different bits from it, or like I have, I've just plonked a little owl on top of it. Now the owl itself comes from this set of stamps. It's a beautiful set. This is actually our set of samples we've made that hang in front of it in store, so you can see that they're all really lovely crisp stamps. But this set is only £5.99, so you're getting quite a lot in there for your money. And as I say, I've just used the owl. I've heat embossed it in gold just to give it a bit of a shimmer so it matches in with my leaves and ivy corners. And then on the base piece I've just heat embossed a script stamp. Now this is my good old favourite. This is the script stamp we use quite a lot. It's only £3.99 and of course is available in store. Now on my ivy and on my leaves I've used gilding flakes. So we'll talk about those in a little while. I'll show you some more cards first of all, and then I'm going to show you how to use them if you haven't seen or used them before. So moving on to our next card, we have our heart. Now this is our large heart die, which comes from collection A. And I thought it worth mentioning that you do actually get a little heart that sits on there, that cuts out on your die. But I decided I would actually just stamp and heat emboss on the background the word love from one of our sets of stamps. Again with my heart I've gone round it with some gilding flakes just to highlight the design a little bit more. And I've layered it twice just by cutting it and foam padding it and tied it to my card with some ribbon just for a little extra detail. Moving on to our next card, we have this one over here and we're sticking with the heart theme. This is a different die. This one doesn't come in your sets, I'm afraid. This one is this little mini one here. And we have the actual sort of doily heart and a little one to go in the centre, and those two are available in store. They come together, they're only £2.99, so it's a nice little value on that one. Going back to our collections, down the side here we have our leafy border, which is in collection B. And just tucked in around here is one of our scroll dies. This is actually the scroll die from collection A. So I have mixed and matched a little bit here, just to give you an idea of different ways you can use them. Okay. Moving on to our last card, we have an acetate one. Now I'll be honest, trying to get this to look good on film or camera has been a nightmare. So you might have to wait and see it in store if you pop in at any stage. But it's a lovely card. It's just 3 layers, 2 of them being acetate. I've got this gorgeous fairy background at the back here. And I've used this set of stamps to create that. Again, this one's available in store. It's only £5.99, but they're your silhouette fairy stamps. On the next layer, I have that same heart die as I showed you on a card earlier, and I've gained these little flowers that come from the next die I'm going to show you. But I've just distressed my heart and then added a little bit of glitter to it. On the top layer of my acetate we have this gorgeous large scrolly flourish, which actually has some little flowers on here. Now the good bit is the flowers located around the edges are separate from the actual scroll work, so if you want to move them about or layer them up elsewhere or just leave them off, you can. You don't have to keep all of them. One of them is attached, but the others are all optional. As I say, it's quite nice because I've cut mine several times so I could actually layer them and add a couple more in place as well. Again, I've just distressed these with a couple of different colours of ink and added some glitter to them. So they are your different dies. As I say, just to run through your offers again, you can buy either collection A or B and they are reduced to £12.50 a set, or you can buy both sets and treat yourself for only £20, which is quite a little bargain because you're getting over £50 worth of dies then for only £20. And they're gorgeous dies and really nice quality, really easy to work with. But as I said earlier, I did say that we would have a little look at the gilding flakes. If you haven't seen these before, they're a lovely product to use and got 1,000,001 uses. And to be honest, I could do a video on these on their own. But today I'm just going to show you a little basic way of how to use them so you can see how I got the effect on my card that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to start off with this. This is just a die cut, just an ordinary die cut. And I've got a quickie glue pen. This is actually the die that comes from collection B. And I'm not going to do much of this because I don't want to bore you. You're going to get the idea very quickly. But I'm just going to trace sort of the middle of it just a little bit. Just so you can see that you can do lines, really. And we're going to trace up round here. Now, there is a bit of a trick to this. If you put your gilding flakes on that now, and do your actual bit to get rid of them, you're likely to smudge the glue with a quickie glue pen. So I'm going to pop that one to one side for a minute, and if you've not used a quickie glue pen before, they go on blue, and then as it gets tackier, it goes clearer as it's drying. That's more the time you want to add your flakes to these, so just pop it to one side for a few seconds. But I'm going to show you a different way to use your flakes while I've got you. So this is just ordinary double-sided tape. This is a bit thick, this is the 6mm thickness tape, and of course we do thinner ones and thicker ones, so whatever you wish to use you can, but it's just the technique I'm trying to show you. So just remove your lid as you normally would, and then these are actually your flakes. As I say, if you haven't seen them before, they're literally just little pieces of gilding flakes all mixed in, and it doesn't matter how big a bit you take out, you can just pop it on top, whatever you're doing, whether it's the tape you're doing or the glue. And then I've just got a stencil brush here, but any sort of stiff brushes tends to be the easier way to use them. And then just brush it across what you're doing, and it doesn't matter if they're the smallest of fibres or these big chunky bits, either will work perfectly, and it will just adhere to where you've put your tape and give you a really nice sort of metallic border. Again, it's just a lovely technique to do, especially if you don't like peel-offs. A lot of people sort of have had enough of peel-offs over time. I still quite like them, but it's a nice way to give you an edge to things without having to use a peel-off. And that'll stay on there. It doesn't shed or anything, it's there for life, and it just has a nice border effect. If we go back now to the die I did, remember I'm just trying to show you how we did our bits on our leaves. Again, just bring in your excess bits. There's no waste with this. Just keep bringing it in and brushing it over, and you will see that it will stick to where you've put your glue from your pen. So just take that bit off, just so you've got an idea. It's a bit rushed, but you get the idea. And that will just give you a nice little line. If you leave it to dry a couple of minutes and then go back and brush off any excess bits, it'll clean it up for you, and you can be a little bit more gentle than I'm being, but it'll give you the same effect as what I did on here. So I'm obviously using the gold ones, but you may have already spotted there are other colours. I've also got a gorgeous copper tub, which is also on this card. We then have silver, which I must admit even I haven't got yet, but that is the next one on the list. And we have this gorgeous variegated colour set, which has got a little bit of all different shades in it to give you a really nice effect. Now these pots are only £2.99 each. Again, available in store, and if you'd like them held for you, like anything you've seen in today's video, just pop in the comments the store you'd like to collect from, and we'll have them held for you for up to 7 days. So going back to your dies, just once again, just in case you've forgot, you've got collection A and collection B. Both sets are recommended retail at over £25 per set. You can buy either of them for £12.50 each, or you can bring both sets together and treat yourself and we will give you all 6 dies for only £20. This offer is only valid until the 14th of January, which is next Saturday at 5 p.m. If you would like them, do get in the comments. We'll have them held for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week when we have a new product to share with you then. Bye for now.